You Frank Abeka Dental, Biakuya Highways Branch Secretary, Circle New Plant Station, and your son Chelsea Abeka Dental of Bishopgate International School in Kaswa. It's from your dear wife and mom Agnes Yabwachua and the family. Happy birthday, Raphael Omani Elias Rake of Snit. It's from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Omani, your siblings, Reverend Father Emmanuel Omani, Josephine and Kiss Guy G. Wishing Mr. Sem Anefi of Republic Bank Head Office happy birthday, Mr. Sem Anefi. It's from your sweet wife Christabel, your children and the entire family. 3. 27 more minutes from now, it will be 8 in the morning. Dr. Naomi Ejapong Ewaha. Now, Dr. Naomi Ejapong, Director of Operations, and Reverend Sami Ejapong, Managing Director, Alpha Beta Education Centers. Omo mienu Ewaha anope. Now, I'm here to say.
Me patron Nyame adom.
Oh yeah. Reverend Sam.
Chairman.
Good
morning.
Morning. Apomwe.
Radi Adom. Boko onso.
Nyame adom. Divine selection adiachi. Inti ya know them. Now, Alpha Beta Education Centers is what, 30 years old now?
We'll actually be 35 next year.
35. Ain't he? For 35 years we've been running this. Maybe sir, what was the brain behind it, the vision behind, what was the idea? DNA Mamuya Margin said Mobile Alpha Beta.
Well, Alpha Beta no Mary a trained teacher.
Okay.
In fact, a Montessori trained teacher. Yeah, by no. Every butcher by no. That was 86. 88 now you started school.
Okay.
In the original vision, no say obey Montessori school nursery. In the I don't know how they started. Now somewhere along the line, the vision changed to making it a primary. Now if we primary so on, then the next thing on the agenda was to make it a secondary school. Now the vision behind the whole thing was to make especially Ghanaian children be able to compete on an international or global scale by giving them the quality education we here to be able to compete anywhere in the world. Indeed, that was the vision, that was the passion for starting the school.
I see.
And by the grace of God, we've been able to move along that line and impact so many people over the 34 years that we have been running.
Well, so many people, that includes me and my family too. My mommy and some quite, you
have tasted of the product, so you know how it has worked.
I know. Into 35 years almost, idea and it's a near starting as a Montessori, now I be a primary, secondary school, and now we are director of operations. What exactly is your role?
Interesting question. In the media, from strategy to making sure the school is running, making sure that we are delivering a superb service to our clients, making sure that our children are equipped with the skills and the experience that they need to be able to succeed. So it's all encompassing.
Basically,
yes.
I see. The back stops with you. Now, tell me, so how old should a child be before they qualify to come into Alpha Beta?
Okay, so we take children from 1.5 years into our
1.5.
1.5 from in our nursery. What's it? Not before now, 2.5, but there was so much demand from parents. We about maybe 7 or 8 years ago, we started taking at 1.5, and it's been great so far.
I see. So from age 1.5, then what next? Run us through it.
Okay, so they go through our Montessori preschool, and they leave there at 5 and go to our primary. And so we run, our British curriculum for the primary and secondary. So they go up to year 6, and then they join secondary school and go from Form 1 to Upper 6. Form 5, they write IGCSE, which is like the old O level, and then in 6th form, they write the A levels as well.
They don't do the WASI?
No, unfortunately, we don't offer WASI at the moment.
So it's strictly GCE, O, and A levels?
That's correct.
How many students do you have so far?
Currently?
Currently, yes.
We have about a population of around 650 for all our students.
From
preschool?
Preschool all the way to... That's a lot. The challenges, the difficulties. How have you been able to survive? Director of Operations.
Well, we don't have a choice. We have to survive. I mean, it's been a tough period for the entire continent over the last couple of years. But it's also provided some good opportunities for us to pivot in ways that we didn't imagine possible before. So we're grateful for the opportunities. As for the challenges, they'll always be there, but we just have to try. Our clients have been very supportive. Our teachers as well have been amazing in spite of all the challenges. So it's not been an easy journey, but it has been productive in a lot of ways.
For schools like yours, one of the biggest complaints people have is that you don't teach local language.
Okay.
And what's yours like?
Okay, so we still teach local language.
Which one do you teach?
So we do Tree and Ga. So all our primary students do Tree and Ga. It's something that was very important to us to keep Ghanaian culture and history in what we do. Even though we're offering the British curriculum, it's the core of what we do, but we do so many other things to try and make sure that the children are prepared for life. So we don't believe that as a Ghanaian child they should go through school and not be able to at least have conversational language skills. So that's something that we really focus on, especially in our primary department.
What would you say is your biggest selling point? Why should I choose Alphabet? I mean, I am biased, so I'm not the one who's going to say it. But if somebody's listening to us, I didn't know if I'm about Alphabet.
All right. Okay, so I mean, there's so many plus points, but for us, one of the biggest things, we are a Christian school. We believe that that's very important, especially these days with a lot of things going on for young people. So we expose students to Christian values. There's so many opportunities, during the week that we do that. They have morning devotions. We have worship on a Friday, for example. We do Christian counseling and Christian leadership. One of the other very big things for us over the last 10 years has been that we've had an award-winning leadership and entrepreneurship program called the Edin Krahene Leadership Program.
What exactly is that?
Okay, so it's a program that we designed in 2014. And it was really aimed at intensifying the way we deliver our vision. So we realized that we had to be intentional about raising leaders for Africa. So we set about, creating an entrepreneurial leadership program that would make sure students have the skills and the experience that they need to change the continent's story. And so we have students, for students from Form 1 to 6th Form, what we do is we call it a dual curriculum program. So the students, in addition to their Cambridge curriculum, will do a lot of additional things like entrepreneurship. So they'll compete in, local and international competitions for businesses. But also, more importantly, from class 3 or class 4, you may have heard of this before. There's an event that we have annually called the Student Market. Yes. Which is a great opportunity for students. They get so excited about it because from primary level, they basically get to design a business. And they pitch it to a board. We decide whether it's viable or not. They go, they do their marketing, they do their branding, and on the student market, they run their own business. We have had some amazing businesses from photography, jewelry, food, but it's such an amazing experience for young people just to give them that practical experience. And we believe that entrepreneurship is one of the things that will get Africa out of where it is. If we can raise a number of young people to build big, strong businesses that can employ hundreds or thousands of people, we believe that it will take Africa to the next level. So it's something that we focus on quite a lot. Things like internships students get to do. So we send them to so many different companies where they get to intern. Some will do a week, some will do 2 days, some will do 3 weeks. We give them that opportunity to get the real life experience, and it's been the results have been truly amazing. When the students graduate, wherever they go, we get feedback from their universities. Hey, these children are very being almost CV crap. By the time they graduate, almost even you'll see so much work experience. So it's one of the very big things. Community service as well, where students go out to various communities and go and serve. We're trying to teach them to be servant leaders. So that's a huge thing for us as well on the leadership program. Okay. I'll let you ask your next question.
Well, I was just listening to you. I got sucked in by all of it. And I've been told about travel opportunities and all of that. How about that one too?
Okay, so again, in line with just exposing our students, there be opportunities to be useful for that. Even within Ghana, various places within Accra, outside Accra. But whenever we have the opportunity, in the past we've taken groups to the UK about 4 or 5 times. US, Italy, South Africa, France. These are opportunities that our students love because when we go, we take them to so many different places. They get to experience different things. They get to mingle with people from those places and learn a different culture, and it's amazing. I think because of the pandemic, we've had to stop, but we are trying to see if we can do a US trip again next year. So that's on our travel.
Now, if there's a school like this and you're looking at entrepreneurship, servant leaders, growing them up to, making them grow to become more responsible citizens and all of that, and now we are looking at trips to the US, the UK, France, and Germany, what have you, your school fees must be steep.
No, our fees are competitive. So
well, that's a very refined form of saying nobody so the compare will be them kakra.
Well, so I mean, education is an investment. I think that every parent will have to look at it as that. It's not it's an investment. So we have to choose where we want to invest our money. And I think for us, obviously I'm biased, but I will say that investing in an education at Alpha Beta is definitely a good shout. And more importantly, because grades are important. But these days, not as important as they used to be. There's a lot of people who have gone to university and they are not even able to get jobs because they don't have the skills. So even whether, parents choose to come to Alpha Beta or not, I would strongly recommend that parents look at investing in building their children's skills. So even if your child goes to a school, look at what other things, whether it's internships, letting them come to work at your shop during the weekends, during the holidays. These are tangible skills that will help them in the future, rather than just focusing all the time on grades. I think, the knowledge that we're teaching the children sometimes can become redundant in the future, but the skills are
forever.
timeless.
The skills are forever. Boarding facilities, or everybody goes home after school every day?
No, so we have boarding facilities available for those who don't want to be day students.
From what levels?
From Form 1.
From Form 1. So during the primary period, there are no boarding facilities. You have to go to Form 1 first.
That's correct.
And it's optional? Or it's
optional.
It's optional.
Yes, it's optional.
I see. And the boarding facilities are in the same place, in the same area?
Yes, in the same area. So we have a property just a few minutes away, so the students are bused in every day.
Somebody doesn't know where Alpha Beta is. Where is it?
Okay, so we're located permanently on the Dansuman High Street, just at Sahara, opposite the Total Filling Station. So we're in between the Presby Church and the Anglican Church, right on the High Street.
Sandwich between two churches.
Yes, indeed.
Alpha Beta Education Centers, and I pay Dr. Naomi Ejapon, Director of Operations, Waha, Reverend Sammy Ejapon, Managing Director, Waha. Now, so I want to go to Alpha Beta. Where do I start?
All right, awesome. So admission season has opened. I just want to remind people that because we're running international curriculum, our academic year starts in September and not in January. So it's very important that if you want to come to Alpha Beta, it's September that you should be aiming for. And we're currently accepting students from preschool up to sixth form. And what we strongly recommend is that people book a campus tour. If they call us, we'll be able to book a campus tour. You can come in. There's no obligation. You can see, for yourself and make a decision. We have entrance exams coming up for primary and secondary on Saturday, 25th of June.
Primary and secondary? Primary? You need to write entrance exams too?
Yes, so that we know which class to place you in.
Okay. So if I'm coming in, I want to come to class 1, I still have to write an entrance exam?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
So it's also so that we can see if your child needs support. So it doesn't always mean that we won't let your child go to class 1, but maybe they might need extra support, so we'll know exactly their level.
I see. So Saturday, 25th June. Now, you mentioned also that somebody should, if anybody wants, they can just book a campus tour, or how do I do that? What number do I call? Where do I go? Do I go on the net? Do I go on your website? What happens?
Sure. So I'll give you a hotline that you can call. The hotline is 055-727-3973.
Take it again, please.
All right. 055-727-3973. Just in case you're driving or you haven't been able to take it, you can also go onto our Facebook page or our Instagram page, Alpha Beta, and you'll be able to get that, or on our website, www.alphabeta.edu.gh.
The hotline again is 055-728?
727.
Okay, 727.
3973.
3973. So the hotline 055-727-3973. And that is the hotline for Alpha Beta Education Center. Is this center or centers?
Centers.
Centers, okay. I've always said centers. I thought anyway, now, what next? What's the future like for Alpha Beta? You are in charge of operations. What are you operationalizing going, say, to year 35? Any plans? Anything you'd like to share with us before you go?
Sure. So we have, obviously, like I mentioned, we're hitting 8 years with the leadership program. It's something that we are intensifying, especially for our younger students, because we genuinely believe that these are things that they need. So we will be looking at more and more opportunities for them, for travel opportunities, internship opportunities, and we're intensifying the partnerships that we have around that as well. But also we are looking at a lot of infrastructure upgrades on our campus. So our campus in the next 2 or 3 years is going to change from what it is today. So that's something that parents will have to look forward to as well. And, given the success of the students who are graduating from the leadership program, so we are about to graduate our second cohort, but looking at the results that, they have when they go out, we're very excited, for the future about what some of these students are going to achieve. So I would definitely recommend it as an investment, but, come and have a look at what we have to offer. Come and ask questions. If you book an entrance exam this week, there's a special offer going on. You get 50% off your registration. So call the hotline, book the entrance exam, which is on 25th of June, 2022.
I see. Right. So that's about it for this morning's edition of our little chat with Alpha Beta Education Centers. But as I'm back on Reverend Samuel Japong, then I'll be Kadi and then the Director of Operations now, Bonko, my Managing Director. So any final words, anything you'd like to add?
Well, Alpha Beta at 35, we've been through a lot, and we are believing God for greater things. Our students, or the products of our institution, end up in great places. When we talk about when they leave, they go to all the top-notch universities that you can think about. We've had students that have gone to Oxford University, they've gone to Harvard, they've gone to Princeton. That's the ones abroad, but of course locally as well. Some end up at the universities here, Ashesi, Legon, and what have you. They are indeed very, very well-rounded, versed products when they come out of Alpha Beta. So when you come to Alpha Beta, you know that you are in safe hands, you are in a good place.
You know that you're in safe hands, you're in a good place, so let's make a beeline for Alpha Beta. And as he mentioned, or as she mentioned, the entrance exam is on the 25th of June. And you can go onto their website, you can check them out, www.alphabeta.edu.gh. Alternatively, you can call the hotline 055-727-3973. That is 055-727-3973. Well, thanks for your time this morning. Thanks for spending time with us and telling us the story of Alpha Beta.
So
we're waiting for 35 years. We'll see whether we'll roll out a grand celebration.
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. We look forward to seeing you on that day.
Well, you would see me, God willing. Reverend Samuel Japon, Managing Director, Alpha Beta Education Centers, and Dr. Naomi Japon, Director of Operations, Alpha Beta Education Centers, bringing the time to about 8 minutes to 8 o'clock in the morning. Peace, one zero. Birthday wishes coming out to you, Kathleen Nalomote. Wherever you are this morning, we wish you well, Kathleen Nalomote of the Ghana Education Service, Ewutu Senya District. And then also happy birthday to Dr. Mavis Amu Mensah of the University of Education, Winneba. It's from 2019 MPhil top-up class. To you, Dr. Mavis Amu Mensah, happy birthday to you. Enjoy. Welcome to town from Palermo, Italy, Mr. Bismarck Ofori. Enjoy your holidays, Mr. Bismarck Ofori from Palermo, Italy. It's from your own man, Zaya. Chief Inspector William Bedia. Happy birthday to you and thank you very much for supporting Kokrokoo Charities. Chief Inspector William Bedia. Bless you, sir. A belated birthday wish, happy birthday number 78 to Mr. Kwame A.J. Ansong, a.k.a. Master Ansong of Kokrokoo. It's from Esther A.J. Olivia, Mary, Vivian, and Japan Boga to you. A belated one to you, Reverend Ebenezer Techi Mensah, head pastor of Dominion Restoration Chapel. It's from your dear wife, Reverend Mrs. Patricia Mensah. Menkwa humano so na mene information minister Kojo upon Kroma and Kojo Komoka Krebi. Kojo?
Morning.
Morning. Apomwe. Nyamia dom divine selection adiachi.
Amen.
Na ofasi ebi obi aho ye de.
Nyamia dom o yesenkwem.
Ye de nyamia se. Kojo, ye mo hu ana?
Mo kakra, ye bebre kakra.
Adey.
So I mean, Yantia were cheerful.
Yeah, Joso.
The Intia make us a crack, and you be brain say, I did because I said, Brenny Bray, me know in command, be a meeting cacra. Maybe I do, let me say, Imuya, you cacra. They are me and son 9 and a Tiatidom, a TC, a Bibrim Isrim. Sahelian region or Mali, Srohonia, the northern Nigeria, or and normally a different groups. Who call Nigeria from Boko Haram, who call maybe from Al Qaeda in the Western Ibiza, or many groups are hold as a boys, a group who na no more attack the Kakra. Sabrina say, we're cheap. Na mpanimfo ma ya so te say na wo mu nim bambo mu die e ma ya so te say sa de ni fiase na montumi anso ano an kakran ase bola suja no e so ko so ni fa TV na fo be ho na wo ajiji mu ama se say Mali aban no entumi en control situation na me say de ku ni niam nyina ba ma se say you come Mali a Russia for soldier for now or more tries on back control. By 2017, Yenya Bemono now for maybe to say Burkina Faso, Mikai one of the first intelligence briefs are your code through Burkina Faso on northern borders, no. I say a theatre domino per se, you will move. Sabria Menoka say Burkina Faso, Seminsulumika, make us a bear 75 to 80% of our minor. A theatre dom etiki control ama aban no crampo no kodu be na aban no cry to agu na what you have been thinking ya Togo omatumi ewura Togo attack one installation and also Togo northern border so attack one installation and the soldier for be to cry ni wu nim said the omo hwehwe pa ni aman a eben epo na aman ni epo edi hyiemu a good year womb, gold kakra womb, diamond kakra womb near there. It's say one more see a bibrim stream Sahelian region. No person no money no man a war a ponoso. They are from pirates now more a social ship near there so or more kaboom, no more criti, they are going to find a corridor or more caliphate, the more a young mara idea to trust them near there. So they said they see why ISIS no. Sadi pepe any of my agenda or mugusu or moya. But they say a ben no so no. Yes, who say? They say in him said Ghana for binom jom wako kam. Anya crime say Mali. In pefe say Ghana ni bako eko kan who Mali. In himself mo to me a recruit Ghana for bifi has a eko kan or ebi mu koy no mamba bi mu koy on ko hu de e koso na ade no se dem we dey into no mo say jande ba ya your intelligence that gives us reason to believe say recruitment a koso na e koso e wa ha se na no so usua emu nim de kakra obi fi ukrum kokoyi bi obi na ode abefi nti be bia yedu no emu ayi hu kakra tina na me ka se nse bia e wo nyina ye bon kakra bi nye se yem hihie by Yembum Kakra. Na Titru Sabri, the big kind party, so be a man in the other. Sunset Afo, the Bill about a soft, Bill about a malam, Bill about a gauni, Bill about to the contents as a sika. You hang now, any money you are say. Now, Bill, sir, or more yellow. Now they to trim ranting in Mebum. O mema $100, mema $200. Yanko iwi, yanko ataki iwi. Ombaswa, they are going to fault lines. In Tokwada, there were a funny afan candidate. A hinsem kakrawaha. Uhia ni sikasem hun tokwa kakrawaha say. A sorry ni Masarachi and now confubing tokwa kakrawaha say. No more exploiters are fault lines, you know. To mean the Kaka the Mankwala, exploited fault lines, na Kakra, na the show Kutupa Sayan Taki way, then Chiwi back, now be Jessica and Sana di Amano. Yen Kumwe and the Afibos as Animano, a movie, Jananka Kankakano, a Koso. And Yakudum Pempe, so be a, and tis a first man, I am security one seven. I would say, why any mamma who said they are air Koso, you will be paying. And say ye my bed and you see yearly to you who say in Mianum abortion. I will say a sense you see a deal. Tia threat. Say the kind of be a man in now. Who be beer, emphadada, assessment something out of the ordinary. Or so police, and now immigration, and now fire, and now assemblyman, and now decro. Our pen was assaulted, or more kind of Bama Bambo phone penny for so assaulted. I know a fair step. Public awareness and public consciousness individual channel across the 261 districts in Ano. Yeah, the Koya Nim, I'm public education and public awareness na koso. And Sana, as part of ADIAM, there were groups name places here, you who saw me most vulnerable. I will say, my incommodate, the Mupi Ewo. We are no few Wankasa and Sana security agencies, Nankasa, then also pay down also. Now, Manusi Sumena, so be born to Sipua. Women to meet one more, and also you are there as part of a nearby if you are certainly now, you roll out. Now, the Akko Hiani said, you be the kind of be as what to say. They are air cosmic. So we see now. You might need that. Yes, sir. As I'm going to be today.
Na se bibi says si na baby ambi wono obi wo house your friend 999 is ebia na nipa ntia ana onim kwan so befa onye den obi wo house on ne kasa ana panyin bi what do we do?
A multiplicity of channels. Be a police phone line 999. Other numbers who I'm saying there ye be bema mo they will go for at the end now mo dey go about team. Apart from no baby bia will be assemblyman bi wo di kro bi wo MP bi wo DC bi wo aban office bi e wo public service office bi wo yes so mo ma so tia omo so ye no ma di nkomo kwan omo so be fa so ama intelligence agencies na so atino precompare na omo bibia omo friend no intelligence analysis bi wo obi ehu bibi wa obi ehu bibi wo here bibi wa omo ke kam yan san nan ko mu a omo betumi atate ehu de ekoso se mema mfatu ho ada emranti bi Western Togoland asemi na nkompeso mo attack akoso mbodam na ade no yenti ye na aka say don hwiri kakra bi manesi enti kama asodafo ne ade ekoye the only thing they could do is say no so mkobo dam no ne sensitive installations no ban na nipodi kan hu se omo ba station ho e froka senko ka bibintem nipo hu se omo ye training ewo eponimu no senko no so ka bibintem nipa hu se obi abeto enema bia ye di bone yi senko no so ka bibintem na intelligence for na keka me ensa no bo mu a kebian ke hu no 2 weeks ahead enye beye don hwere kakra bi ma ade na esi no na koye don hwere kakra bi ti abra asodafo ne ade ko dam no ho ne ade no omdo mani bi wi ka kwa no be block road no but etre o say you hu bibi ni kan ntem na agencies no omo compare note ntem a litimi abo bibi no ban Crown Point and the patron or mobilize the assemblyman or decro, a by office be or police, fire, immigration be a bell, yeah, more masonte, or money inquire on Befaso, ama up into the intelligence value chain. Now, or what to Salomon.
I see. Now, Sanya Muyani say no Emma ehun is Ruby Emma.
Chairman, Tetenona security thinking, then is there, Yanka Wansem. By Yanka Wansem, no one say a and there say contemporary security thinking, Mr. Wutnia or Manfunina, so many better honor wow. And so there's a level of transparency here, and also with the BEM, Ubi who said the Ekuni, at the same time, no sooner, also, you know, choir, Emfa, Ihu, Enshe, or Mamu. And those will be having them to Kakre, the Nebri. I was say, it's now Trana, Ubi, so many metal beings who I see, creating family home, or boys here, Kobe, and now the Echo Subay, the meaning who create family home, not on Upuno, Nenia Nawa. Ebi as uncle for Kono Babetman in Kobe Nasi, top of the 18 Komobi. On country will be I do not be a fire. And see, there's a minimum level of transparency here. What's here? Nona, if you are said, yeah, you're going to work a canker cray. Any other man war, Burkina, maybe say 2 years ago. So, beside say, common starting month for us when normal agencies not so to an more. Common. To me, a page Musa Kakray, I can come to near money wisdom. By a katakata, so say, Yempesu be I ambassador, Yetiana be a fire.
I see. I hope what it true and a day, sir, Adiba. Your borders, yen day, it's only say, Yenya to say, yes, your borders are porous. Just say, bind boy fire borders who know, I am not or from yen day.
Come on, me, borders. Question no, I know, but I was say challenge the thinking. Say I hope one a deba. The idea who say, "Ebia if you see our baby," but and yet I hope one to me deba. Mpempi no, or hope one or dada kumeni or channel the na koka ho. In fact, the idea who kakra they see what Mali say, or more ya the no Mali, but I want to be change. Obi efiri ahase eko kan ho a oboa o mo mali ho ko sa ntokwa no e ma ne hwe ne nkwa omutumi be twen ebi efiri hase edo o mo ko kan ho o Burkina ne be bi kakra ebi mu hu de ekoso no se de be nyese na mo ka kire o mo yem hye o mo dwane bae a na o mo boa e bambofo ne ade a yenya ade no mu nim de kakra. Na sani pa no so kono ba no betena krum yesi owe okodi afi wo Mali boga waba kakra hye no ho. Intelligence circles they will be a friend of sleeper cells. Both o hye krum wodin o ma hu se de okoye ne de awakusua ne bone odi pedi. So hye wodin no ne nkofo odi nkomo o Mali. E da no beso no yesi ba konkoto to pai we ifi ba konkoto wa na o ba konkoto wa ase. Ndi bo se wo krum fo ankasa kura to mika ho. Jimina, I was saying, meet down quite 3 million de abbe for Tintan, I collect them on few new commo, not in the phone, so no being commo, almost you see. And the first thing is, I was say a challenging thinking, is a whole one at the bar, now one at the bar. Second thing is, and your borders near porous. And you know, crazy a bit to me at all of Agana in now. Name mono, I was say, you step up your intelligence assets, any security knowledge around your borders and border towns, you know. Mami fa bibinyam fatu, te se boku, ntokwa ekoso boku ise.
Yeah.
Ebi bremu nyina ye nipa baako. Bon se ebusuya baako no bi wo Ghana, boku, ebi wo border nechi. Se ye create local ntokwa, na ye solve ntokwa na obi niefi across the border ebe boa no maneko no ko no de etuo ni ade aba no ko na saa nipa no ho no so tumi be fa ni nua de ne ko no de ne ko ka ho a yakosua bibi oba afibo ze ntokwa na tu ntwada na afie mu pega ye fi bokua there's a next town na e bank kakra enti no intelligence no emu pija across border towns near there, but intelligence be nipa ne masa intelligence no. Tiano na yefi ase so bia man ni na no bia mwa ba mofo no na yente de ekoso no ase.
I see. Well, I like the portion. I'll say, Memmy and fight ye ni and to say a ho and a deba. It's an say, yen dependent, ya, team man, Mancasano, ya, soon be. Could you make our own sem no assemble Kuswa? Yenim say now a tree mufitin call African Development Bank and penny for a by a memuha abe yen shiamu a yadia.
Chairman, and also TV, all the two CNN, you see. America, my whisker who we are seeing in Ano. So, what now so talk formula and now Palabia and Maqualana, when you've been talk. Baby formula shortage and now crisis are hitting America. Uko Europe, baby, I drink and now cooking oil, cramp, and petty and yes, soon to be more than one bottle. I didn't hear. You see, we are seeing now him. Sans and you no be a ama who travel we are seeing COVID-19 by first no can no be a Joan West Boniso Mopua na Moana Mayo Nontina Moka COVID-19. We are seeing Nara a hitting my problem more. Yes, over COVID-19, yes, over we so now Ura Putin. I didn't talk about for Zelensky, must say, which are a panel, fertilizer, I did grow any in Yania who do I eat petrol bore, me now cost room, Tiahutraba, and no red war inflation, we are seeing in Nara, or maybe over 40 years. Inflation cost Rosada, Ibiako Sogana, 18-year high, 23% Ibiaka. Nasabre, you know, we are seeing now so drinking, quite many bit to me a faso. Na ya solve or how any who try abba we are seeing na Ghana. Nti bi bremu nyina yika crab bia penny baako African Development Bank. Eno na boa aman ahodo ema wo mu nye sika e de solve problem baako bi no ewo omo nyina ehia wo Ghana. The finance minister say wo bi bremu nyina e ba Ghana. In fact no anopoya me no ka say bi arrival ya ko form fee airport abba. Governors of central banks are who do omina swaba Ghana. Womo ebe jinjin kwanya ebetumi afaso na yaboa amaya hodo sa ho kire kroma yeshi fiti Egypt besin kosi South Africa fiti Senegal kosi Ethiopia no kroma yeshi no kwan ben ebetumi nyeska krabia boa ye manfo eno ni hie mu a womo eba beye ewo nkran ha sei already na me say already kind Apiskabe $1.5 billion. Say, or come any Ohiani and Huchabano. Yemwa Maya Hodono. Na and there Ghana and a woman bar, Yeba Bidit Uncle and say, a diamond. You hear to me, I say, Ukraine, I ain't your wheat nippy. Then, Nunti, Pano, who bet me at Ghana. So you bet me, Skaka Krama, you queer for, say, when you dear wheat, I will come here now. Fertilizer and nearby and no share urea fertilizer and ball now the comparison and net to be a fair same quiet show. Say fertilizer and toquative fertilizer boy thing and a bind to me nebi ma equia. So you bet many scacana yankaza fertilizer plant has a organic fertilizer be has a yapua and manco for 1 and no name common. African Development Bank and penny for finance ministers are who governors of central banks are who MC a penny made woman na said that ni woman baby see unkunyawo and cry. Na we are you say some no puma si brain quite say ni bit me afa so aboy manfo.
I say na and right you know skebi beba it's an say baby say ne krakra ne say
ne krakra ne say the family da me ko meet o kan propu ni na we question visa wo fa ke no right as o fa na ne krakra
ne say ai
kakra be drop one na kroma e si na say mo kan ne say already no much me ati be 1.5 billion then na make am man who ni na no e betumi atapu into it kakra. Nemo mu tapu in the nyesa obeji na dia koto treasury bill. Nyesa obeji say we di school. A hutre ni manim ya hutre aba na ye pe kakra de aboa no. E wo say hutre kwan a wo nsaka bia betumi dia so obi na make say wheat. and I said fertilizer, and I said then. And don't be you know much to guidelines now my own will require almost to be a tapo into says can it at the abo moment for.
And you have how many days?
I have for 3 days. If you see Ochina, Ochina, Ukuada, Yawada, Nafi Fiada no cry, Yevi Crampo, Echaso, na Penifua, I would want to me or mamma.
Then I just say, Emma Maye, Brofo, Tintin, Kasa, Ne, Bosha, and Fankusishi.
Tell them, you know, Baku demand. Me no kase na make kasi nyine nim say enye Ghana ko fiti Egypt person ko si South Africa fiti Senegal ko si Ethiopia kroma efe we are seeing efe there's demand for action by governments and leaders enti samuni na mo betra se coach be twitwa mfoni be ka brofo wi na say mo ntumi enya se papa bia nka ntre ya ukoka be atre o manfo because we are also right kind of for to tumi tre and say ntini kura Ghana ye fa ne say we can't actually be there, but you better kakra ka ho. Amaya ho finance minister say ben you be a cool ni obi a cool man you can say see opani wo ko ye na wo ba ye no the krakra say demand e put pressure on the penny for say me kasa keke. E to su mi no ni say ansa no mo be ba no kra no matumi a titire be 1.5 billion. Say me kai figures ni am say be 1.5 billion. Ye hwe ni say e ho criteria you bet me dia solve at least food crisis here. Me say dia many wo pa e wheat no yes I bet be na pan no kra unya pan no. Kakra no met me say na ni fiti ase. So to me e bom ho anu ba kakra ka ho benya kakra ka ho na fi obi ehun se ne ono so betumi enya be dia bo ne manfo.
Kojo answer now because remember back to enkomane didi kind no e wasade mu ye ban born emunsem ye be hu actions bi am ye to say bia baby nipa domo sorry kremo sorry drum football stadiums near there ye be hu bibi scanners bi ana bibi will we see any measures like that
edika ya we see It means yes, I can't track a I will see who did it. A tosumi no, only be a combination of the Abai Bay and the Uncle Crabbe. It is a warrior, a big and sorry, Maserati, one of my running hotels, I can see any more, I can see the you must say, and was so put in place or more family. CCTV cameras, kakra, scanners, kakra, visible presence, security kakra, war. Emma Bambo no Muprija was so mu dear. A bind so dear no, Iguafenu. Ye will be beer and confortion swa, Sani Pano, Sabu who say was said so that Tadia and police at Tadia too. But or a non-uniformed officer who provide security for their friend of sensitive installations. No, though I own good now, I shall Tadia normal, but there were a lot of installations that you won't go for why provided non-uniformed security. And Sana say could do be who here fully armed officers from maybe a counter-terrorism squad and now police and now military who here at a particular place and also no you know brand there because and also yeah there were effects of a crowd public mood me fear and panic kakra enti nimfiti ase ne de ye ne ankra enyuma o mo provide services ye kun say vulnerable no ye no ma dinkita ho fiti ochina ko engagement ne ade no be pia say also to CCTV camera also to scanner also you say and sana abemo famu so they are a non-uniformed presence no and also omoye they do the friend of visible presence ye bompa is in no but you could do the here visible presence and also no be who say kakra ebebem.
I see. Well, let's see how it goes. Nyame adoma ya ho song ya hese ne bekono. Kojo no pemi das you.
Chama me das nyame kan ho.
Me das wonso sa kojo upon kroma aye mrahye bedwenima ofwasi ayerebi wasan so ye information minister bringing the time to about 20 minutes past 8 in the morning.